throwing shit at the pilot. Niggas be broken, be sobbing, but still talking shit like they violent.
So the Boston Celtics are making headlines again for their questionable decisions. While the first time it was for trading, this time it's for not trading. Yet again, with a boatload of assets and a ton of cap space, and after reaching the Eastern Conference Finals last year, people would have expected the Celtics to make a push for a star to put them over the top. And I believe a lot of us think they have. Our problem is that nothing ever goes through, just a bunch of talking. And it is frustrating, man, don't get me wrong. A lot of people feel as if the Celtics took an L last night after Jimmy Butler got traded to the Timberwolves for a package the Celtics could have easily matched. And once again, I get the frustration. But after assessing the situation, I'm kind of happy that they passed on Jimmy Butler. Obviously, I wouldn't complain having a great player like Jimmy Butler on my team alongside Isaiah and Horford to create some buzz in the NBA. But at the end of the day, that's all it is, buzz. Because if you're the Celtics, why exactly do you want Jimmy Butler on your team? Obviously to put you in a win now scenario, right? And to up your chances to win it all. That's cool and all, man, but let's be real for a sec. Is Jimmy Butler really that guy that's going to take the Celtics over the top? I mean, if you put Jimmy on the Celtics, and let's say he is their best player, you're expecting him to carry the Celtics over the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors? Don't get me wrong, man, Jimmy Butler's a great two-way player. I love the guy. He's going to be great for the Timberwolves. But if the Celtics are getting him for the purpose of getting over the hump, then that's not the right move. And I know after the trade, the Celtics would still have cap space to sign a guy like Gordon Hayward or Blake Griffin, and they'd be gladly welcomed on the team and be a significant improvement. But let's just say the Celtics sign one of those guys. Let's just go with Gordon Hayward since he's the one that's been linked to Boston. Would a team of Isaiah Thomas, Jimmy Butler, Gordon Hayward, Al Horford, and let's just say Ante Zizic at the center win it all? Think about it, yo. Is it really? But B Souls, that's a super team. No, it isn't. To me, a super team consists of one of either two things. One, they have to have at least one superstar, and out of that team, no one is a superstar. And two, they have to be really good in one specific area. Because in 2004, the Pistons didn't really have a superstar, right? So a bunch of really above average players. But they were one of the best defensive teams of all time. What does a lineup of Isaiah, Butler, Hayward, and Horford do that makes them so special? Are they extremely physical? No. Are they extremely good at shooting? No. Do they have a transcendent player that you simply can't game plan for like a LeBron or a Durant? No. Is there any mismatch in that lineup that they could take advantage of against Golden State and Cleveland? No. Are they an extremely good defensive team? No. Are they extremely lengthy? No. Are they extremely tall? No. Do they have superior ball movement like the 2014 Spurs? No again. Do you guys see where I'm going here? With Butler on the team, combined with the available free agents, no combination the Celtics can put can give them a significant advantage over both the Warriors and the Cavs. And as the old saying goes, if you ain't first, you're last. So for those who still believe the Celtics should have traded for Butler, you're telling me for the next 2 years, the Celtics should just be the Clippers. A team that has the talent to be contenders every year, but not enough to win it all. But be souls, the Celtics only had to give up the number 3 pick straight up. And if it was straight up, that would have been worse because their cap situation would have been ruined for free agency. And if you're just basically going to be stuck with Butler as your only offseason acquisition, you might as well decline it. Look for a better deal for a better player or a better package and still have space to go after free agents. I know it might have seemed like I just trashed on Jimmy Butler. I'm not. I swear to God I'm not. Because I believe he's a great number 2 or number 3 option on a championship team or on a team like the Timberwolves with a transcendent talent like Karl Anthony Towns, where his job would be to, give them the extra push to the playoffs and be a veteran. But if you're expecting Jimmy Butler alone to take you over LeBron and the Cavs and Kevin Durant and the Warriors, you are sadly mistaken. And now you might be asking, then why didn't they pull the trigger for Porzingis? One, a lot of the reports suggest that the actual trade talks were blown way out of proportion. And two, he may have not even been available in the first place. I bet if he was available, the Celtics would have jumped on it because he is one of those transcendent players. And I also have this theory as to why the Celtics never seem to close out deals. And I believe it's the fact that the Celtics have so many tradable assets that when a team looks at what they're giving up compared to what they're getting, and then compare it to what the Celtics have in total, they tend to, at least specifically against the Celtics, raise the price of that player because they feel like they're not maximizing the player's value when in fact they actually are. And once they raise the price just becomes way too high and the Celtics back out. You know, that's probably what happened with DeMarcus during the trade deadline. The Kings saw what the Celtics had and wanted it all. And the Celtics said no. But with the Pelicans, you know, the Pelicans just gave them everything they could and everything they wanted from them. And they felt like they were the winners of that trade. I don't know, man. Just a theory. Let me know in the comment section about that. Now, this is what I think Boston's doing. They're staying within striking distance. They're waiting for the opportunity to go after one of those transcendent guys that will push them over the top, like a Anthony Davis or a Russell Westbrook or a Kristaps Porzingis or even a DeMarcus Cousins again. And I know those names most likely will not be available, but that's why they're not trading the picks. So that in case all of this fails, they'd have a great core of young players that will compete with the Bucks and the 76ers and the Lakers in the future. But at the same time, they're keeping the Avery Bradleys and the Isaiah Thomases and the Al Horfords so that if a player of that caliber does become available, they'd be ready to immediately be in real championship contention. Like, to actually be a favorite to win the championship, you know what I mean? What they're doing is actually playing it safe while not playing it safe. See, the Celtics probably could have had Jimmy Butler already, but they're risking Jimmy Butler in chance of getting something better. And I commend them for that, man. And can people stop acting like draft night is the last night for trades? Because I'm pretty sure the trade deadline isn't until February, and it's not like teams that don't want to rebuild don't want Tatum. If anything, the fact that the Celtics said they take him at number 1 and essentially said they trade down because people don't see how good he is raised his stock a little bit. And remember, when Danny Ainge traded for Kevin Garnett, that wasn't till the end of July. So y'all gotta chill with that, man. Would I have wanted to see a trade? Absolutely. As a Celtics fan, it is pretty discouraging seeing all these trade rumors being linked to these big names and not being able to actually get them. But as the 76ers gave us their pick, I think they also gave us their motto. Because as Celtics fans, we really do have to trust the process, because if we get that transcendent player, or if these players we're drafting grow and become what the Warriors are right now, it is going to feel way better than rushing a trade just to lose to the Cavs and the Warriors year in and year out. But with that being said, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'm out. Peace.